Hi everyone, welcome back to another Worm Talks video. I've got quite a lot to talk about. I've got a lot on my mind. I'm making this sound like this is gonna be a sad, depressing video. It's really not. I just have a lot on my mind that I like to talk about. Here lately, I have been experiencing a lot of, I would say, isolation. A lot of, just a lot of feelings, a lot of mixed feelings about my life at the moment. I'm currently 23, and a lot of things are changing in my life, and a lot of things are changing in the world. And honestly, for this video, I don't want to necessarily stick on one topic. I'm just gonna kind of chill, play some Minecraft Alpha. Just put this on in the background if you feel like it. But I might talk about like 5 or 6 topics. Like it'll be quite a lot. I've got a lot to talk about. The first thing being, which is that I want to talk about my ADHD. And reason being is because recently I dropped my Lexapro. I've been on 4 SSRIs and 1 antidepressant, which was Wellbutrin. And somehow I'm pretty sure this is actually real, or I'm just going a little nutty. I feel like going out off my antidepressant or SSRI, whatever, tomato, it's made my ADHD worse. And like back to when I was like a kid, which I did not expect. It's definitely a lot better than when I was a kid. Like I can definitely focus a lot more. But my ADHD causes me to not be able to focus, not be able to just not be able to focus, and I get distracted very easily. I'm like a dog, dude. Sometimes I feel like a dog, and I feel like I get overwhelmed when talking a lot too. I get so overwhelmed easily. I might have autism, dude. Like I feel like it's an ADHD autism. Like I have no idea. You know, and for people who know me, they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, you totally got autism." Fuck you, first of all. Okay, okay. But second of all, that's what it feels like though. Like I get so overwhelmed by things, and not necessarily that I can't handle it, but it's just hard to grapple with. Even just talking right now and boggling all of these ideas and trying to speak to the mic right now. I'm like, holy shit, I feel so exhausted just from talking about this, which I don't know, maybe that's normal. But to me, I feel like that's not normal. I mean, I should be chill right now playing Minecraft Alpha, but I feel stressed. I feel like just trying to get these ideas and express them out of my mouth. It doesn't sit right with me, and it's just hard. Shit, I could go for some weed right now. You know, I just to calm myself. It's bad, dude. So I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm actually going to see a doctor and see if I can get some help with that. I don't necessarily want strong ADHD medicine. I just want to be able to focus here and there whenever I need to. Sorry, my bad. I just want to be able to focus when I need to, like when I'm making videos or when I need to work. Really, I think when I need to work is when the issue is really prevalent, because I need to be able to do things like study for college, but it's so hard when I'm sitting there and I'm constantly reading over and over and over and over lines that they just won't go into my head. I've had Adderall one time, and that shit, I felt like I could conquer the world on that shit. First of all, Adderall is great. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's so good. I felt like I could learn. I learned everything that day. I learned every topic because I was just able to focus, and not only that, but also to retain the information that I was digesting. It's just incredible shit. No, I want this to be kind of more out. So I'm really hoping that I can get some help with that, because I was diagnosed as a kid. To give you an idea of how bad my ADHD was, and I mean, because it's not nearly as bad as it was as now, or whatever. When I was in class, I would try to pay attention to the projector screen all the time, and my mom was getting really, really mad at me. She would yell at me like, why aren't your grades like good? And it was because I just could not focus for the life of me. And I literally cannot express how painful that is. Like, it's like, I could make jokes about that, but like, really, it was very tragic because I just could not focus, and it hurt me and my parents so bad because they just could not understand why I couldn't focus. They thought I was just fucking around, like playing and whatnot, like I just didn't want to focus. No, it's just because I couldn't focus. I cannot tell you, like, I cannot describe it other than I couldn't. It was impossible. There was a line that I could not cross, and it would not, like, my ADHD would simply not allow me to focus. I could not do it. And the only way I can describe it was because, like, I would try to focus, but my mind would slowly slip back into daydreaming, you know? And yeah, sure, I enjoyed the daydreaming, but I didn't necessarily want to do it. I wanted to learn. I wanted to be in school and to learn the topics that I was being taught, you know, or yeah. Or, I don't know. I wanted to learn, but I just simply couldn't. And then I would daydream about whatever bullshit was on my mind, I suppose. It was almost like a cloud slowly slipped over my head and like veiled my eyes. So it was really, really tough. And like, another good example was that my dad was teaching me how to drive. I was trying to get my permit, and I was driving his truck, and I was just trying to learn how to drive, and I would just completely drive past stop signs. And he would yell at me, and I'd be like, I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that, because I would daydream, and I don't know sometimes I don't even know what I would daydream about. It was just like, I just simply wasn't there, you know? And like, I'm not sure what exactly causes that in the brain, but I just know it was really bad. Would you shut up? I'm going to kill all of you. But yeah, so that doesn't happen to me now. I'm driving fine. I'm not, you know, running over grandmas or anything, but it was literally debilitating. Like, I felt like I guess I was literally disabled because I was just it's so incompetent at everything. The only thing that would catch my attention were like video games, you know, because I guess I had to actively use my hands and everything. I'm not sure why. It's just, I think gaming ADHD just really click. Like, if you have ADHD, it really clicks with you. I don't really know why that is. You know, so maybe that's a clue as to how you could change the way you interact with things that you can't help but not pay attention to. But for me, I never really I never thought about it. So, you know, that's still happening, and I want to continually progress in life, but it's just hard when I'm just not able to really be there when I need to be, you know. And also that also includes, like, you know, people too. Like, it's not just my work, but I feel like I am a good listener. I'm a very good listener, and I love to listen to people because I want people to feel heard. But sometimes, like, I'm not making eye contact. Sometimes I'm not really, like, I'm there, but I'm not, I suppose. I'm not sure how to describe it other than when I'm talking to somebody, like, I am listening, but I feel like I could be listening better still. Because I'm usually looking at something, you know, I'm on my phone, and I'm trying to get better with that. I recently realized that I need to get off my phone more. So I've been really trying to fix that. So something I just want to improve. So I haven't been on my phone as much lately. And I think it is helping. But yeah, so that's just, my ADHD has been whatever. Oh, sweet. I don't know. Wait, can you make beds in this version? Let's see. No, you can't. It's good though. I don't want it to unface the night. So yeah. But like, I think I could segue into the phone thing with from my ADHD and talk about like things, more things that have been bothering me, like the internet nowadays, and also, you know, cell phone usage, technology, and everything. Like, I feel like so much of our time is undivided, and it's because we're on our phones a lot. Like a lot of people are. We give our phones like undivided attention because it's just so captivating with its notifications. with its just the way that it really just captures your attention. Like I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's just so many people are just brainwashed by their phones, and I know that sounds like a fucking nutty term to use, but I mean it kind of is. Like it kind of brainwashes people, like everyone's attention spans are actually shorter these days. And at first I didn't really believe that, but when you just look at the type of content that we consume these days, and when you look at people and how they can't just sit and watch a movie or sit and watch a video simply because they're used to fucking TikTok or YouTube Shorts, it's just like, no, it's pretty bad these days, And what frustrates me is that like everyone kind of knows that, but nobody really cares. So it's getting worse. Now there is more content on this being made on YouTube. Like I've seen, like I'll show right here, there's a lot of YouTube videos being made, like the internet is ruining your attention span, yada yada, social media, which I am very happy about. I feel like people are starting to wake up, but I feel like there's still so many people that really just don't give a shit, and they just lay on their bed and scroll on their phone, and I'm a victim of that too. I'll do that and I'll think, where did the time go? Where did the time go? I tell myself, like, well, I don't ever have time for stuff, but here I am just scrolling on my fucking phone like a, Neanderthal. I'm like, oh, look, another YouTube short. I don't have TikTok, but like, I just do so many things on the internet. It doesn't necessarily have to be YouTube shorts or TikTok, but you could just go on like Tumblr, Twitter, whatever, Instagram, whatever your poison is. Every platform these days just wants to captivate your attention so much because they get so much money through their ads and everything. But I feel like so many people do that and they don't even realize it. Let's get this right here. But again, as I said, people are waking up from it, so hopefully we will see some change in the future, and maybe some kind of like PSAs or something about not wasting your time on this bullshit. Because really, if you recount how many, if you're someone who's been on your phone a lot and you recount all the experiences you've ever had, like big experiences in life you've ever had, like I don't fucking know, just like experiencing life compared to how much time you've spent on your phone. Like you've probably spent more time on your phone nowadays compared to, like, I don't know, hanging out with friends or going on like a tour or just checking out the outside and nature and everything. Like nobody really does that anymore, or newer generations don't really. Like I don't want to generalize and say that everybody's doing that, because of course people are doing that these days, but it's just not enough. People should be, because we really do need to be in touch with just the outside world rather than the end. So I don't know. It's just really concerning, and I feel like it's made my ADHD worse. So I'm very much trying to fix this. I'm trying to get rid of it. I plan on meditating more. In fact, even after this recording session, I might honestly just go do that, because meditating is really good for your focus, I guess. I don't know. And with the internet, like, things have become so monopolized and so corporate that it's not even fun anymore. Like, there's no point to even scroll at this point when it's just fucking trash. It's just so trash. Everything is so not materialistic. So everything is so like minimalist, kind of like what restaurants are doing these days. Like nothing has like any goofy charm or anything to it nowadays. There's a few sites, there's a few whatever, but it's just barely there anymore. Like, for example, compare the old YouTube layout profile customization to the new one. I mean, look at that. That's pathetic. It's so boring. Like, why would they change that, And it's simply because, like, companies think this is what people want. They want things to look more corporate. They want things to look more more modern, or whatever the hell that means, like when I was growing up on the internet, like everything was so much more cool looking. It just looks so much better. Like Newgrounds still looks cool, but Newgrounds just it's a good example of a site that just looks interesting and just has a very like its own atmosphere and its own feel to it. But when you have, you know, every site looking like McDonald's, like, you know, it just looks like trash. It's so bad. And I think it comes down to greed because, you know, minimalism or just like, and the internet also has just been plagued with greed. You know, that was kind of inevitable because of how just broad the internet is and how much you can do with it. People just at some point realized you can make so much money for example, like from YouTube, you know, and now you can even make money from Twitter, not calling it X, but like people just, they say they have dollar signs in their eyes and like, I can make money from this. Hell yeah. Now let's squeeze out like every idea I can get like out of the algorithm in order to make money. That's why Mr. Beast is such a big thing these days, is because he knows exactly how to manipulate the algorithm into his favor and to, you know, make kids pay for his merch and also to watch his ads so that he can just squeeze out every fucking penny out of this goddamn platform. I think Mr. Beast is like either the reason or one of the main reasons like YouTube is ruined now, because no longer is YouTube really just for people to just make content. Like, people do still, of course, because it's like the biggest platform ever to share videos on, but like but now it's mostly just plagued with like people who are like my 500 Lamborghinis versus my giant fucking train. I guess the point of everything I'm just trying to say is like, it's just not the same anymore, and I understand that things do need to change, things do need to progress, but it has not progressed for the better, and everything is just awful now. It's just so awful. I think I've just decided that, like, because I have been an internet dweller for quite a while, but I think it's time to basically grow up and to do other things than the internet, really. Because again, I mean, other than like just how shitty the internet has become and how much it tries to captivate you, part of it is me. I'm giving the internet my attention, so I think it's time to just get off and just really do more in life. You know, especially when the internet's just not nearly as fun as it used to be too. So why not just experience some more things in life? And I'm in my 20s, you know, so I want to experience all that I can before my bones start aching and I start becoming a lethargic piece of shit. You know, I'm gonna eat. I'm eating healthy right now to make sure, you know, I'll be okay later in life. But you know, I just want to do more. Like, I feel like not everyone exactly has the privilege to be able to just go out and do things. You know, some people just work day to day and are tired when they get home. Like, that's understandable. But I still have the energy to go out and experience things. Like, would you stop? There's a cave around here or something, Jesus. But I still have the energy to go and experience things that, you know, would be really cool. Just to, you know, check out environments or just learn about, you know, things like I'm really interested in mushrooms. I really like mushrooms, and I also really like flowers and stuff. I really want to learn more about just like I like botany, I suppose. Like, I really think that stuff is interesting. And I'm also interested in like kind of herbal, medicinal sort of stuff. I really like how a certain plant can heal the body in a certain way. You know, it's crazy that you can pop a pill in 2025 and suddenly your headache's away, or, you know, your headache's gone. Like, everyone takes that for granted, but that to me is so interesting. I think that's so cool. So I really want to get into that more. But again, it's just that thing where, like, you know, I have ADHD, so I gotta get help with it. And maybe meditating will help with that too. So I don't have to be on medicine forever. You know, besides depressing shit, I think I want to talk about some more positive stuff now, which is, I guess I'd like to talk about, like, what I see in my future and what I hope to see, which is, like, again, just learning more things, and also just, learning more about myself, really. Like, I've put off so many things, like working out, for example, that I want to push myself to the limits more and really see what I'm capable of. Like, I want to, like, that interests me now. Like, I want to see where I can go with myself. You know, I'm just making a collection of crafting tables now. Why am I doing this? Like, I don't really know if anyone cares if what I'm talking about at the moment. It's honestly kind of crazy to me, like that I have friends who will listen to these all the way through. Honestly, like I don't know. I just I've never really understood why people would be interested in anything I have to say. But I guess I just say stuff anyways because I've realized like some people kind of do actually take interest in what I have to talk about. Now I'm gonna get into like kind of more abstract thinking here, but like because my brain has always been kind of weird when it comes to people and when it comes to myself. Like I always felt like growing up, like if I didn't talk about something interesting, then what's the point of talking at all, right? You know, I never in my brain I could never really understand I never really understood why anyone would take interest what I have to say if it wasn't like something grandiose grandiose or just something like that. You know what I mean? Like I've never understood small talk, for example. I've never understood why people do it. Like I always thought that was just kind of a polite thing, but my girlfriend, for example, she likes small talk, and to me that's crazy. Because I'm like, that's boring as shit. No, you actually like talking about the weather, and like she was genuine. Like, yeah, I like talking about the weather. And it's just because she likes talking to people. Maybe the topic itself isn't so interesting. It's more so just communicating with the other people. But I'd never understood that people really enjoyed that. I know that's like maybe not that baffling to people, but maybe it's because I'm an introvert. I don't really know. But to me, I'm just like, really, you like that? All right, maybe your brain's broken. I don't know. I think like I encountered some people growing up when I would talk about a subject that I liked, and when they didn't like it, they would give little notifications, I suppose. You know, they'd be like, "Oh yeah," you know, that kind of language, that kind of speech, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, this person finds me uninteresting," and then I guess I concluded that everything I talk about must be uninteresting, you know. And I really am starting to believe that I am actually autistic because of these sorts of things. I think like quite a while ago, my mom took me to this kind of a facility. I don't know where the fuck it was. She took me to a facility to see if I did have autism, and they concluded that there's a lot of weird testing, by the way, but it was pretty cool. Like I think like one of the tests, I'm kind of digressing here, but one of the tests was like pressing spacebar on a computer really fast. Like what they did was they sat me down in front of a computer, and there was a monitor that was just completely black, and they told me sometimes it would flash white, and as soon as it flashes white, you need to press the spacebar really quick. And I tried giving a really fast reaction time, you know. So that was one of the things, and then they also gave me like I think they were like testing my IQ as well, and they gave me like some booklet with a lot of questions and whatnot. That looks like, oh, that's a cactus. I thought it was a crafting table. That's like, it's weird. It might be actually. Maybe I spawned over there. But yeah, they gave me like a booklet with a lot of questions, a lot of abstract thinking, type of stuff, and what they concluded was that I have an above average IQ. And now again, this was when I was like 14 or I didn't say, but this was when I was like 14 or 15. So who knows? Maybe I'm fucking stupid now compared to then. But they said I have an above average IQ, and that they think I might be autistic. Like I have Asperger's, which it's not called Asperger's anymore. I believe it's called something else. Because yeah, it's a dumb fucking name, first of all. But like, what does that even mean? What does that mean? You think I have Asperger's? Like they said, if I do, it's very mild. So they just couldn't tell. But that just made me even more confused, you know. So I don't know. I might be autistic. And what Asperger's is, I think it's like a social sort of autism. So it's like not being able to read social cues and whatnot, which I can read social cues, but it just has to do with things like social wise. But I tend to have like a very I tend to have like a disconnect with people. Not really sure why. I just do, I guess. But I think maybe it's because I'm autistic. I don't really know. I kind of like that there. I'm gonna keep it there. So I'm not entirely sure. I probably should get it checked out again. It's just incredibly expensive. Anyways, I guess why I bring that up, again, I'm kind of still rambling, so I'm kind of forgetting how, like, what topics I'm on. It's because it's because I was talking about, why people are actually interested in what I have to say. I just feel like, again, there is like a sort of disconnect. For me, like nowadays, it's hard for me to believe that I can make like new friends in real life. It's hard for me to stay connected with friends. It's hard for me to just friends are hard. Friends are really hard. I know adulthood makes it harder, but I feel like I have it like twice as hard. And maybe it's because of my ADHD, and maybe I have autism. If I have both, then holy fuck, I got the worst like D20 roll of my life. Oh, hello. Want to stay in my home? My little friend. Yeah, stay in here. Don't leave. So yeah, if I do have autism and ADHD, then man, I'm completely fucked, Thanks a lot, God. But it's the new door sound. That sucks. Man, I wish I could change that. But there's this coworker I have at my work, for example, and we kind of get along. We both have like similar humor. We know a lot of the same things. Like he mentioned Meat Canyon. I love Meat Canyon. He's a great YouTuber. And I don't know, but like there's just a part of me it's like I just can't be friends with him. I don't know, there's just something about it, and I don't know why that is. There's just a part of me that's like, if I hung out with him, I wouldn't necessarily enjoy myself, and I don't really know why that is, It's a very, very strange feeling, and like I want to see a psychotherapist for that one day, because like it's just odd. Or maybe I could just figure it out on myself, Like, and I'm sure that's like a common thing, but for me, it feels different. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like I'm different. I have always felt like I'm different, out of all the other kids or whatever. This place is kind of coming together. I like this place. So it's just hard to connect with people, and I wish I could I could just ask somebody like, hey, want to hang out? Without being like, I'm probably not going to like in my mind, I'm gonna be like, this is a waste of time. I don't want to do this. Where I don't want it to be fuck off. Where I don't want it to be a waste of time. I want to enjoy other people's company. It's just I don't necessarily I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm stupid. But my like connectivity with people is so weird that like because I feel like nobody cares what I have to say, I try to be the person that makes other people care. I like to listen to people. I like to really listen to people. I've always been a great listener, and I really like making people feel like they're heard, because it makes me feel good about myself, and it makes me feel like it it makes it makes me feel better knowing that if I can do that, then there are other people who really do listen and really do care, And I think I've talked about this in another video. Oh yeah, I had a last Worm Talk video called I Wish I Cared More. So that's part of why I do, or that's probably everything I talked about before. That is why I try to really listen to people and try to make people heard, is because I want to make sure that my feelings are never reciprocated, or not reciprocated, or ever replicated. Sorry. And anybody else, because it's not a great feeling. It doesn't feel great. It's not necessarily a great feeling to think like, does anybody care really? It's just not. But what I'm hoping from this resurgence of like, people waking up and not wanting to be on the internet anymore, I'm hoping people kind of like in the future are a lot more social, because again, it's weird because people it's just hard to meet people when you're not online these days, I guess. Like the only way I can really think about meeting people is either being weird and just walking up to someone and be like, hey dude, and just like striking up a conversation, but like I feel like nobody does that. Or going to college and then meeting other people who are also going to college. Things people are like in together tend to make people, click together, like school or work. But I really wish it was more like people, like if you thought someone was interesting to talk to, if you just walked up to them and you're like, what's up, dude? And then you just did it, like, cool. but some people don't like that. I guess you could do that if you wanted to. It's just that some people might be really weirded out by that. I kind of want to move on from that topic, though. I want to talk about some dream projects I've got brewing up in my head. I'm wanting to do a lot more with Blender, and I've got some stories I'd like to tell. And I've got some really big ideas. I feel like that's one of the things I want to explore in life. Like oh shit. Bad guy? I don't know. Dude, I'm kind of hungry. I'm gonna go get a snack. Okay. I got myself a block of cheese to eat. It's pretty good. Yeah, so, it tastes so good. Yeah, so I've got some big ideas that I really want to do. It's going to be a lot of animation for one of them. A lot of animation. It's basically just going to be animation. Because I just really like exploring like concepts that I think of and like ideas that I think would be interesting just to look at. I really like visual stuff. That like things that look interesting. Like a good example would be like the Ena kind of thing. ENA. It's like that glitch woman. I don't know. I haven't really looked into that series. I really should. But just things like that. But I don't know. But a small idea I've got going on. And if you're a viewer and you've somehow gotten to this point of the video, this will include you. So, God damn, this is so good. What I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to put viewers on, like I want to talk to viewers or I just want to talk to people in general about their stories, specifically horror stories. Stories that have happened to them, whether it's about, I don't know, creepy people or some kind of paranormal thing. Like I want to hear stories from people. I've got some stories myself, but I don't really want to talk about them because I talk about them all the time. So I thought to myself like, oh, I want to hear other people's like spooky stories. Oh wait, what if I just recorded that and just had the world hear it, and just really just explore like what other people are experiencing, because it's so interesting what people experience. Like just today, I was actually talking to that one coworker I mentioned before about spooky stuff, whatever, and he told me, I'll tell his story. He when he was young, he lived in this house like by a river or something. And he used to have this basement that was apparently radiated. I don't know how the fuck that works, but it was apparently radiated. But they normally didn't go down there anyways because it was pretty weird. They didn't like it. Him and his siblings, and yeah, they still would keep stuff down there. So occasionally he would have to go down there in order to get things. And so one time his mom told him to go down there to get something out of the pantry. And so he does it as he's told, and he goes to go get something down there. And so he gets it. He's like, all right, I got it. And then he goes back upstairs slowly, and then something grabs him by the leg. And then suddenly, he gets dragged down the stairs and into this trap door on the side of the stairs. And inside there, he turns around, because he's like, it let go of him. He turns around, and it's just like this old man that's crouching down smiling at him with like this crazy hair, and he's got like flip-flops on and fucking tan shirt, and then suddenly he's like bawling and screaming, crying, and his brother goes down there, and he sees the old man too, and he grabs his brother and he runs out of there, and well, they never go down there again. I mean, I didn't ask him anything beyond that. That story could be fake as fuck, but because like what happened? Like what is it? The homeless guy just lived down there now, like what happened? I don't know, but like that, for example, it's really fun. I want to hear more stories like that. I want to hear that more from people. I don't know if you guys are interested. If you'd like to come on to Discord or something and talk to me about that sort of thing, and just want to talk about your experiences, like I'm completely down. I would absolutely love to do that. Just let me know down in the comments below, and I can send you my Discord tag. I'll probably just put it in the description, and then you can contact me there. I also want to incorporate more happy stuff into my life. I've always been kind of a broody, edgy kind of dude. Like I really like it's gonna be a little embarrassing. But I like, well, actually, it's really not. I actually don't give a shit of what people think. But I mean, it is a little like stupid, I guess. But I've been in like this kind of mood where, or not smooth. I don't know how to describe it. I've been in this phase where I like these like melancholic, like anime girls. Here's some photos from Pinterest. I'll put the credit down below. I love like the style of these photos, and I love the way they look. Like, I don't know. I really like it. I like. I don't know. Like, is it everything ends with core these days? Is like fucking glitch core? I don't know. Like I've been really into that, but I'm like, man, this is so broody and sad though. Like I need more happy stuff. So like, I try to get excited for like more cheery stuff. Like the new, as I'm making this video, the new live action How to Train Your Dragon video, or movies coming out. And even though I do not at all have a positive view on live action remakes necessarily, I can't help but want to watch that film. Like I love How to Train Your Dragon, especially the training montage scene. Like it's so good. I just love it with all my heart, and it makes me feel like a kid again. Like I really like that, and I think having something like that is really good for people and really good for me. You know, it's just good to find new things to really be invested in, to be excited about. You know, you can't always go back to the things you once loved because it's not going to be the same. You're not going to feel the same as you once were as a kid. So you just gotta find something new, and you know that's totally fine. And I think that like for a lot of people that daunts them and that makes them feel kind of sad, and it is a little melancholic. But there's nothing wrong with finding new things in life. Like that's the beauty of it. Beauty of life, really. It's just like, even if it's just a simple movie, or it's like wanting to learn more about a topic, you know, like because if you do the same thing over and over and over and over, like I don't know, I guess gaming, for example, like you're gonna end up not liking it as much as you once did, you know. Whereas if you come from a home where you didn't really game much, but then you started gaming, and that's something new to you. You'd be like, holy shit, this is awesome. And gaming itself has so much to offer. So it's not just gaming itself, it's what gaming has to offer due to its variety of options. You know, it's things like that. Wow. Holy shit. Sorry, piggies. I don't know. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that movie. And I'm also looking forward to looking forward to the doctor, looking forward to meditating. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I feel like so far this year, 2025, it's currently May. Yeah, I don't know why I had to think about that for a second. It's been a bit of a long year so far for me. I know everyone else is like, it's gone by so fast, but it's gone by fucking slow for me, man. And it's just because of financial issues and stuff. But things are finally starting to look up. And so I'm just really hoping that even if the world is currently in distress due to its like political state, I can find reassurance that I'll be fine because I hope so, right? So really though, if you're just getting bored of life, if you're getting bored in life and you just want to experience something new, go experience something new, man. Like seriously, you need to go and do that for yourself. Like life is already so short. It's so long yet so short. You have so much time yet you also don't. So go out and explore the ideas you've had in mind that you've always wanted to do. Even if you had a bare thought about it, like just one thought, you're like, oh man, I wanted to do this, like make music or something. Go fucking do it. Go fucking do it and see if it clicks with you. You know, it's not gonna click on the first time. Like depending on how you work, it either clicks with you the first time or it clicks with you after you make your first good song. Like go for it, man. Go experience life. Go do it. I cannot stress that enough. I feel like not enough people these days are going out and like experiencing new things. Like we all need to really put ourselves out there. I think that's from growing up. Like that's one thing I'm learning so far is that like it's so much better to finally just realize that I am free to do whatever I'd like. You could do whatever the fuck you want. You could rob a bank. You know that you have so much freedom that you could literally you could murder someone if you wanted. don't do that. But just like, you know, just yeah, I'm just saying that's, you know, that's how extreme how free you are. I have another fucking crafting bench. Damn it. All right, well, yeah, you just go out and do it. And like for me, like again, I've always wanted to just go out and study plants and whatnot. So I'm gonna do that and like here soon whenever I can afford it. So yeah, or man, like looking at the water, like scuba diving. I've always wanted to scuba dive. That sounds like fun. That sounds like so much fun. That would be fucking crazy fun. Like I want to do that so bad. Like I know, like again, not everybody has opportunities to do that sort of thing. So take hold of the opportunities that you can take, if possible. You know, not everyone is in a great place, but if you are in a place where you can do something, you should do it. Nowadays, we live in an age where everybody just wants to go on social media and become the new big thing. And I think Bo Burnham put it best where he says, if you're able to live without an audience, you should do it. So get off of social media. Go do something, man. Have fun. Live life. Yee! I've got that like shitty like Disney sitcom character kind of energy right now. Oh my god. Literally, what was C418 thinking when he added these damn sounds? Or was it C418's idea or Notch's? Maybe both, I don't know. Well, no, it would have been Notch's, right? Because